TV Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Kairaba Avenue, and I'm Asma Uba. Thanks for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. President Adama Barrow on Saturday presided over the official opening of the Jambur bicentenary commemoration in the Central River region. QCell Gambia, the leading GSM innovator in the Gambia, has been unveiled as the official GSM partner of the Scorpions for the 2023 African Cup of Nations, which kicks off in Ivory Coast on Saturday. The First Ladies Foundation, FAB, in partnership with the Q Group, presented cash prizes and gifts to the families of the first-born babies in 2024 in Basse District Hospital in the Upper River region. Treasure Women Warriors held its 5th anniversary celebrations, annual general meeting and award ceremony on Saturday at their Kiang Queenella headquarters, graced by the presence of the First Lady Fatoumata Barrow and Lady Sajo Mbalo Barrow. And the Sare Gubu Students Association held the 10th edition of their annual community sensitization on Saturday. Those and other stories coming up. Do stay tuned. Thank you for staying with us. President Adama Barrow on Saturday presided over the official opening of the Jambur bicentenary commemoration in the Central River region. Lolem Kamara watched the event and filed this report.
Thousands of people descended on Jambur, formerly Makati Island, to commemorate 200 years of the town's existence. Jambur was founded in 1823 as a British colony and vibrant multicultural trade center. Today, it is a popular tourist destination known for its lush green vegetation, sparkling waters, and attractive villages. The celebration comes 200 years since the return of freed slaves to the island, which was purchased by the British for that reason. Part of the objectives of the festival, under the theme Homecoming and Our Heritage, is to foster national reconciliation and promote a cohesive Gambian society. The governor of the region, Usman Ba, expressed delight that the celebration is a success.
On behalf of the community of Jambur and the entire region of CRR, I wish to thank you all for your presence. Together, we have made history today.
The festival also incorporated a range of cultural activities to enhance the overall visitor experience. These included a symposium, local food fair, and traditional crafts and carving. Hamad Nkeba is the Minister of Tourism and Culture.
I was invited to a program in Le Côte d'Ivoire as far back as 2017 by the Ivorian government, and I attended one of their programs that related to slavery. And indeed, from there I felt very much impressed, and I was convinced that we should have a program like this nature to celebrate the return of slaves in Jambur, since the one of Banjul escaped us, because the one of Banjul was going to be 1816, and in the year 2016 there was the political impasse, there was elections, we couldn't have it.
The Jambur bicentenary had a significant impact on the island's culture and inspired a renewed interest in history and civic engagement. It has encouraged preservation efforts to historic landmarks and lead to the establishment of the National Endowment for the Humanities. President Barrow pointed out that history has it that about 200 years ago, the island was transformed from a peaceful Gambian settlement to a trading center by the British under Queen Victoria, adding that over time, the island hosted many French and British farms and was renamed Makati Island or Georgetown. He further explained his government's resolve to revive the history of Jambur.
We will also to continue to receive the attention of the Gambia Tourism Board, so that all the interesting heritage sites and cultural products will be fully upgraded and valorized to generate jobs through heritage, tourism, foster national unity, and project a positive image of the people.
Other speakers included Amadou Ba, the Prime Minister of Senegal, and the Secretary General of the Commonwealth, Dame Patricia Scotland. The festival brought together dignitaries from various walks of life, including the Vice President of the Gambia, cabinet ministers, diplomatic corps, and the community. The festival entertained attendees and also created a platform for artists to showcase their talents. For QTV News, Loliam Kamara.
Now, QCell Gambia, the leading GSM innovator in the Gambia, has been unveiled as the official GSM partner of the Scorpions for the 2023 African Cup of Nations, which kicks off in Ivory Coast on Saturday. The sponsorship package is $20,250,000. Alusise reports.
Monday's historic announcement came during the formal signing ceremony between QCell and the National Coordinating Committee at QCell's Auditorium on Kairaba Avenue. As a start, $7 million was presented to the National Coordinating Committee, NCC, through the Sports Minister and the GFF President. The Gambia will open its campaign against Senegal on 15 January before facing Guinea 4 days later and Cameroon 4 days after that. During the signing ceremony, Mohamed Jah, chairman of the Q Group, said he is thrilled at being chosen as the official GSM partner to accompany the Scorpions. He said this is one of the greatest sponsorship packages by QCell since its inception in 2009 as part of its new bus concept of giving back to the country. He said this has opened the gateway for bigger doors for more partnerships. The Q Group head calls on all Gambians to unite behind the team while thanking the NCC for choosing QCell as GSM partner after a thorough competitive bidding process.
Our total bid came to $20,250,000. With a cash prize of $7 million. But I've told the NCC when we met on Friday that this is just a start. We don't see ourselves as another party. From Friday, we see ourselves now as part of NCC, as part of the body which wants to bring the cup back to Gambia. And whatever we can do within our means to have that project successful, we will do it.
QCell had and continues to support the development of sports, football in particular, with the establishment of the QCity Football Academy to help groom and develop young talent into professional footballers. Mr. Jah, who also made a personal donation of $100,000 to the Scorpions fan club, hailed the Kaba Bayou executive for transforming Gambian football.
Since Kaba took over and Honorable Minister, I think we have seen a smooth working environment to make sure that football is taken to the highest level. And that's what we needed all the time. So for us at the private sector, it's our duty. We know that government cannot do it all. To come in where necessary to make sure that we have success. I always say that football is not the business of the public sector, it's the business of the private sector. I believe football is the most paid job now in the world.
Lamin Kaba Bajo, the president of the Gambia Football Federation, calls the event a historic moment for football and its development. He is hopeful that the future of football is bright with such partnerships.
This ceremony to sign the partnership with QCell is very encouraging. It has really given us a lot of relief and assurance that the future of funding of our sports and football in particular, especially in preparation to such major organizations, really there's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel.
Bakari Waibaji, the Minister for Youth and Sports, thanked the Q Group for the readiness to partner to ensure a successful campaign in Ivory Coast. He gave assurances of his office's open arms for future partnership in all sporting disciplines.
He has demonstrated that not only is he interested in working with us to support us, to get the marketing rights, but he has shown that we are all Gambians and the journey to Africa must not just be about business, but it must be about who we are as a people. And that is being Gambian, being ready to support each other, being ready to hold on to each other to succeed.
In a bid to raise funds, the NCC is staging a fundraising musical concert tonight at QCity with famous Gambian artists such as ST, Hussein Dada, Attack and Our Gambia, among others. Tomorrow, Tuesday, there is an exhibition match at the Independence Stadium in Bakau for the Scorpions, and the public is urged to attend. Chairman Jah promised to buy tickets for staff of Q Group and encourage other companies and institutions to do likewise. Reporting for QTV News, I am Aliu Sise.
Congratulations and thumbs up to QCell Senior Boss, and of course to the boys. We wish them all the best on their first game on Saturday. In other news, the First Ladies Foundation, FAB, in partnership with the Q Group, presented cash prizes and gifts to the families of the first-born babies in 2024 in Basse District Hospital in the Upper River region. The presentation was witnessed by the regional and local authorities. Our reporter Alaji A.F. Jallo has more.
As has become an annual tradition, the First Ladies Foundation and partners welcomed 2024's first baby with gifts, much to the delight of their parents. According to the hospital authorities at Basse District Hospital, the first baby, a girl, was delivered at 2 a.m., the second, a boy, was delivered at 3:45 a.m., and the third, a girl, at 4:18 a.m. At the presentation, the officer in charge of the Basse District Hospital, Batu Kamara, thanked the First Lady, the Q Group, and the Minister of Health.
First, I would like to thank the government of the Gambia and the Ministry of Health for providing this conducive environment for us here, providing us with the materials, the human resources, the trainings and expertise to be able to serve our people better. So we owe that to the ministry and the government of the Gambia.
Luba, the Alcalde of Basse, also praised the sponsors for the brilliant initiative.
All these years, when you come here, is Kulari, Koina, Banikos, only. What is happening with our women, especially the Basse women? What is happening with you people?
Hamadi Bare, representative of the Q Group, and Modu Fall, the representative of the First Ladies Foundation, both assured the hospital authorities of their continuing support to attain and maintain quality health service delivery.
Sanari Q Group Foundation, QCell.
The Q Group is glad to partner with the First Ladies Foundation to support this worthy initiative. The Q Group is also ready to partner with government and other stakeholders to bring development to the doorstep of Gambians. I therefore call on everyone to unite and support the development aspirations of Her Excellency, the First Lady.
Why today we are here, this is the fourth edition of this thing happening here, is because when she came into office, he said, I will go back to my people. That's the Gambia. Then he went back to her people, and then that's the reason why we are here.
Sambaba, the governor of URR, presenting the cash and other gifts on behalf of the First Lady, calls on other partners to emulate the First Ladies Foundation, adding that FAB is complementing government's effort.
You all know, as far as the foundation is concerned and Her Excellency is concerned, it is her ambition in making sure that every child in this country benefits from the FAB Foundation. That's the vision she has. That is what she is working for on a daily basis. That's why she did not sit down and relent, but she keeps on moving up and down, knocking at doors in making sure that she has the support, that she would help children, help women, help youths, and contribute to the development of this country to complement government effort.
The family of the first baby got $25,000 and baby items sponsored by Q Group. The second baby's family received $20,000 and baby items courtesy of the Minister of Gender, Children and Social Welfare. And the third baby's family got $15,000 and baby items. The FAB Foundation also presented $10,000 to the nurses on duty. New bed seats were also presented to the hospitals. Reporting for QTV News, I am Alaji A.F. Jallo.
That story by Alaji A.F. Jallo will take us to a commercial break, but when we return, we have more local news stories for you. Don't go away.
With so many things to do in a single day, it's important to have a network you can trust. When there's family and friends to connect with and business calls to make, you need a network that is reliable and fast. Talk longer, browse faster, go farther, and roam wider. When your network is solid, the world is your oyster. QCell, your trusted network in the Gambia.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News, and I'm Asmauba. Now, Treasure Women Warriors held its 5-year celebration annual general meeting and award ceremony on Saturday, hosted at their Kiang Quinola headquarters. The event was graced by the presence of First Lady Fatoumata Barrow and Lady Sajombalo Barrow. Lena Igwinyiba tells us more.
In the last 5 years, Treasure Women Warriors has been a driving force for positive transformation, demonstrating unwavering commitment to empowering women in various fields, including enterprise development, networking, and mentorship and advocacy for sustainability. The organization boasts a strong network of over 7,000 women nationwide. Ajikumba Dafeka, CEO of Treasure Inc., shared inspiring words with the women warriors during the celebration.
We are farmers. I became a farmer 4 years ago. As the president of the Treasure Women Warriors, I need to know what our women go through in this country. I needed to be a farmer. I farm with these women. Our strength is in our bravery and in our unity, in purpose to lift each other to financial freedom.
Claudia Nicole, the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, representing the President, acknowledged the invaluable role of women and reiterated the government's commitment.
Adikumba, congratulations. Well done. Keep up the good work. Do not relent. The sky is the limit. Do not relent. We'll always be there for you. And of course, you can count on me. You can continue to count on me. And you can continue to count on the First Lady and Second Lady, the spouse of the Vice President, the spouse of Mr. Mohamed Jah, and all the others who are here, who have been supporting you throughout the first 5 years. We will continue to support you to the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 50 years, until we get all the women in the Gambia empowered socially, culturally, and most importantly, economically.
Ajiga Sise, a Treasure Woman warrior, shared her testimony, highlighting the organization's contribution to the growth and success of women.
These women are industrious and knowledgeable, having received business training before embarking on their work. Ajikumba taught us and provided us with financial support. We are grateful to Treasure Women Warriors.
Aissatou Sekaja, Executive Director of the Q Group Foundation, and Demba Jammeh, who accepted an award on behalf of his wife Zainab Musa Dabo, was among the individuals recognized for their significant contributions to Treasure Women Warriors.
We are very proud to be associated with a group like Treasure Women Warriors. I personally know Ajikumba Dafe. She's a hardworking woman, she's an honest woman, and she leads by example. So, and Q Group Foundation intervenes in many areas, and one of our areas of intervention is community support. And what Ajikumba Dafe is doing is in line with our vision of supporting the community.
I am overjoyed to receive this remarkable award. This is a motivation for both of us, and I commend the organizers of this auspicious occasion to single out the likes of Zainab Musa Dabo, recognizing her good work in this country and beyond.
Treasure Women Warriors stays committed to its mission of empowering women through farming, trading, entrepreneurship, and education initiatives. The organization continuously works towards fostering financial independence and cultivating self-confidence among women. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyuba.
And now the Sare Gubu Students Association held the 10th edition of their annual community sensitization on Saturday on the theme, Taking Stock of Progress and Paving the Way for More Resilience. This story by Lamin Fati is narrated by Julden Jai.
The Sare Gubu Students Association have been organizing this event annually since 2013. The theme for the 10th edition is Taking Stock of Progress and Paving the Way for More Resilience. Basiruba, former president of Sare Gubu Students Association, who is also a lawyer and senior legal officer for research at the National Human Rights Commission, highlighted some of the achievements registered by the association.
We were able to secure scholarship for at least three of our members, and these are not scholarships just for basic education, but all the way to secondary education, and one of them is pursuing a bachelor degree in biology at the University of the Gambia. He's in his third year. So very soon he will be done, he will finish his program. But that aside, whenever students complete their education here at the village level, we also help facilitate their transition into senior school to the Combos and other towns.
Dr. Mamadou Jallo, principal economist at the Central Bank of the Gambia, spoke on the topic, educational journey of a rural child, and also the importance of education.
So I dare say that I lived and had first-hand experience of being a rural child, learning for education, or should I say, learning to have access to quality education. However, being born in a family of herdsmen and farmers, just like many of us here, my education had major obstacles, because you will agree with me that for a typical herdsman, the priority is always his cattle, and other things is secondary. No other activity or event must jeopardize with the business of cattle rearing. This was something as a child was fully aware of, and very careful.
Professor Dr. Sidar Yafa, Deputy Vice Chancellor for Research at the University of the Gambia and the guest speaker at this year's event, advised residents of Sare Gubu to continue helping their community.
It is your responsibility as educated people to connect with your village Sare Gubu. Because the reason why your parents have sent you to school is for you to get education first, and second, to use that education to uplift them from poverty. I urge all of you to come to Sare Gubu once every month, or once every 3 months, or once every 6 months. And that is the way that is going to motivate you to contribute to socio-economic development of Sare Gubu.
The event also saw students from grade 1 to grade 11 at Sare Gubu Basic Cycle School awarded for their outstanding performance at the school. The self-development initiatives projects of Sare Gubu Association have helped in the promotion of health, education, agriculture, business, and other developments for the community. For QTV News, I am Julden Jai.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we have for you in this news bulletin. Join us again at 10 p.m. for another bulletin. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.